All right, Griff. So we're here on the tee. Let's go ahead. We're going to talk about more of like the mental side of things. So let's go ahead. Let's stand behind the ball. We're going to try to a little mental imagery of what we want this shot to look like.
Okay.
All right. So as I'm standing up here looking at this, I'm thinking for you a slight little draw. We're going to turn it over just a little bit, pretty much right at where there's no trees, and then turn it over back into the fairway.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead. Come stand behind the ball again.
Okay.
Let's stand here. Let's close your eyes and let's picture it. All right. So now you have it pictured. Let's go ahead. Let's step up to the ball and let's execute it. And again, same kind of thing that we were just talking about with transferring from what we learned onto the range to the golf course. Let's go ahead. Remember that little bit of that cut. We're still going to see that little bit of baby draw, but that mental side of it. All right, let's go ahead and come on back here, and we'll talk about that shot that just happened. So that shot was pretty much right where we wanted it to end up. I mean, would you agree?
Yeah.
So pretty much exactly what we drew up in our mind. Just a little straight ball out there at the trees. I mean, that was really good, and I think that's the mental side is it's going to be a big part for us to get that ball into the fairway and to make those scores lower and to move on. So we'll go up into the fairway and we'll hit an approach shot and take it from there.
All right, sounds good.
Middle of the fairway. Now we're going to go ahead and hit an little approach shot. We're about 120 yards out, so let's go ahead and do the same kind of thing. Let's go ahead and step behind the ball. Let's picture the shot what we want. Maybe a little slight little draw into the green, into that flag. So go ahead and picture it. Eyes closed, mental image. See it and feel it, and now go ahead and execute the shot. All right, it's okay. What do we feel there? What was the reasoning behind that ideal shot that we had in our mind? Why did that not come about?
I don't think I was focused completely. Just sort of let it go a little left. It just leaked a little on me.
A little bit of I mean, kind of thinking back to the range session we had last week on with the irons, trying to bring that shot back into the ball. I mean, we're gonna try to transfer what we learned there. I mean, we were hitting nice draws, and I think a little bit of it was just a little bit scared of the water down here to the right. That you were a little scared that you're gonna overhook it, which is something to be curious of. I mean, you missed it on the correct side, which is a good thing. So we just want to be able to be aware of that, and now we'll go up and hit a little chip and try to get up and down par. We unfortunately missed the green, so now we're gonna go ahead. Kind of same thing that we've been talking about, mental imagery, mental side of this game, kind of figuring it out. I mean, I'm thinking maybe a little bump and run, kind of get it up there and let it roll out. But I mean, you're the golfer here. Go ahead and picture what you want in your mind. Go ahead and rehearse that, and go ahead and let's execute it. Remember what we thought. Back to the first week with chipping and pitching. Kind of bring that what we talked about in that with getting the ball close, not necessarily making it, but getting it where we can get up next to the hole and tap it in for the par, rather than trying to make it and having to make a long putt. So let's remember and bring the stuff that we learned on the range, on the chipping short game area out to the golf course, and be done with it. And try to make the putt. all right. Which I mean, it's all right. I mean, you hit the spot that we're like. What are we talking? I mean, first all the way back
spot.
5 weeks ago, we talked about hitting the spot and thinking what we wanted to do, and that was the biggest thing. You hit the spot, it just didn't react like we thought it was going to do, which is okay. I mean, it's unfortunate how it is. We got to putt at the par putt, and like we were doing last week with the putting, we're going to go ahead and I mean, we've hit our very good drive. Pretty much an average approach shot. The chipping was really good on the point of trying to hit our spot like we were trying to when we were on the short game area a couple weeks ago. Now, just last week we were working on putting. Now we're on the course. We don't have the training aids that we were using. We don't have the mirror. We don't have the gate. But I want you to bring what you learned from those training aids and practicing all week with the training aids. I want you to bring that back out here on the golf course, and remember the eyes over the golf ball, the gate to make sure the club face is square to the ball when you make contact, and just kind of come up here. And again, we're gonna get behind the ball, see the line, read it, and picture that ball going in the hole, just like we have done with every shot, to make sure we're gonna make a par here. Just like going back to the main goal of the lesson series is to make these par putts, lower the score, and become a more consistent golfer. Let's go ahead. You've already lined it up here. Let's go ahead and line it up and make a good stroke on it and put it in. All right, and there we go. I mean, it's not what we want a green 2-putt